Hi, welcome to LiveTutelage. In our previous session, we have discussed how to install any Java program, how to install the Java program, and in this session, we'll discuss something called Java statements. Java statements. Before discussing of Java statements, first we'll see how to write a first Java program. Right? So for writing of the first Java program, if you want to type any Java program instructions, we already discussed in our previous session, we require two things. What is that? One is our JDK, which is Java Developer Kit, which should be downloaded from the net and it should be installed. And the second is Eclipse, which is an IDE. What is that? Eclipse, which is an IDE. IDE is nothing but Integration Developer Environment Editor, IDE, which is an editor to write some program instructions for the Java. Right. Now for that, first you have to create a project and then create a class for it. Okay. Now first we will see how to open this Eclipse IDE to write the Java program. Then we will discuss two things. One is how to give comment in Java. The second is how to print something on console. How to print a text on console. Okay. Now first we'll see how to open a project and how to create a class. Now go to your Eclipse folder, which we have already created from our previous session. So this is our Eclipse IDE to write the Java programs. Double click on it. Here you can find the application Eclipse. Just double click on it. It asks you, it takes you to the another window where, see this window, where you need to give your workspace. So whatever the workspace if you want to give, so where you want to store all your files, that is nothing but your workspace. You can create a new workspace by just browsing it, and in D drive, so if you want a new folder, right click on it and say new, and here you have a folder. So I'm just giving LiveTutelage Java. So this is my folder I have created and I have selected it and say OK. Now this is my workspace where all my Java files will be stored in this folder. Say OK. Now this software will be loading and welcome message. You can just close this welcome message. Now you can observe this white text editor. Now if you want to create any Java editor, or if you want to create some text editor to type the Java programs, what is it? You need to create first the project, right? You need to create the project and then create a class. So what you have to do is just click on File, go to the new, and here you have Java project. Now you have to create a Java project. So just select the Java project, and once you select the Java project, it asks you to give the name for the project. You can give the name for your project, right? So if you want, you can give any name. If you want, you can give any name to the project. So I'm just giving the project as the session 1, or we can give session 1. Okay, this is the name of the project that I am going to store all my Java programs. Okay, what is the use of having what is the use of having a project? Creating a project means you can actually store multiple files in the same project. You can create multiple Java files within the same project. Okay, now just leave the rest of the field as it is. Okay, leave rest of the fields as it is. This is the Java version that we have created, and just say finish. Now if you observe here, this is a project which is being created here. The name of the project is session 1. Now here, if you can observe here the arrow mark, just click on it, you can find src, which is our source. So all the source files Java will be created or will be saved into this folder src. So once if you have created the project, automatically this folder will be created. This folder, if you want, you can just check it from your web folder, and this is your LiveTutelage Java. This is the workspace you have created, and this is our project that we have created, session 1. See here you can find lot of the other folders which are created by default when you have created your project. And here you can find src, which is our source folder where all your programs will be saved. Now just right click on it. You can find the new and you have a class. Just select the class. So after creation of your, after creation of project, what you have to do, you have to create a class to write a Java program. I will tell you why you have to create a class to write a Java program in the later part. Okay. So first, if you want to create, or if you want to type something for Java, you just create a class under your project. Okay. Now here this is the source folder. Okay. Now if you want, you just leave the rest of the fields as it is. And here this is very important. You have to select which method would you like to create. Here you have to check public static void main, because this is the main function from where all your statements will be executed. Okay, from where all the statements will be executed. In order to run your Java program, all the statements, you need to give some identification to the operating system from where the execution should start. So it should be from the main. Okay, we'll discuss later what is public, why it is static, why void, what is main, what is string, and what is this open and close squares, and what is this arcs in the next session. Okay, now here just check this and you just say finish it. Okay, now after giving your public static void main, now you have to give the name of the class. So you have to give the name of the class. Just click on it and give some name. So this is the first example. So you can give first example, right? So now here you can just leave the rest of the fields as it is and just say finish. Now here this is the first example, which is a Java file which is created. If you want to view it, if you want to increase the font size of this, you can just go to the Windows, go to Preferences, and you can just type fonts, go to Color and Fonts, go to the Basic, and this arrow, and go to the text fonts, go to Edit. Now here you can just increase your font and just say OK. Now it is enough, right? Say OK. Now you can find the font size is increased. Now this is the first package, or we can say this is the class. What is this? First example we have created, and this is the public static void main. This is the main class. From the next statement onwards, the execution will start. Okay, I will discuss what exactly the meaning of public static void main in the next session. Now we will see how to give comment for your program. So this is a comment for the program. Just slash with stars and give any comment and end with a slash. That is nothing but giving a comment. Now if you want to give any comment, just slash. If you want, here you have to remember, if you want to give a single line comment, just use only 2 slashes and just say welcome. If you want to give multiple line comment, just say 1 single slash and start with, and you can just say welcome to, right? See, when I say enter, automatically the comment is ended with star and slash. Okay, so this is how you have to give comment. This is for the single line and this is for the double line. That is the main advantage of using IDEs. See, when anything goes wrong, the color will automatically changes. It gives you the easy way to identify the errors that we are occurring while writing a program. Okay. Now here, the second thing that we are going to study is the printing something on the console. What is this? System.out.println. So this means if you want to print something, this is the syntax that you are going to use in Java to print some text. What is the syntax? System.out.println. You have to use the same syntax to print something on the console. And here you have to remember this first letter S should be always capital. It should be always capital letter. Okay. Now here I will type SYSTEM. So see here what happens when I have typed a small case. I will discuss. System dot. Now see, if I say dot, you can find a small another pop-up which will tell you the system keyword is correct. So under system you have out.println. So we'll discuss what exactly all this later. And now out.println, open brace, and whatever the text you want to display, it should be in between open and closed parentheses. Okay. So this is my text that I have created. Okay. Now if you see here, so this is my Java program. This is the Java program. So this is the class name and this is the main function, and this is how you have to give comments, and this is how you have to type some, or if you want to display some text, you have to give like this, system.out.println, end with a semicolon. Okay, so each and every statement should end with a semicolon. Every statement should end with a semicolon. So this is known as a statement. Now we will see how this text and where this text is printing, right? So just right click elsewhere on the white space and click on run as. You have an option called Java application. Click on it. So which one you want? So this is the one, my first example.java, and say OK. Now here you can observe in the console. Now here this is called the console. This is called the console. Now when I have run my statement, when I run the statement, right? When I have run this statement, so it is displaying here, welcome to LiveTutelage Java. This is the console. See, this is the console. Here you are printing your text. Here you are printing your text. So this is system.out.println, which is used to print the text. Okay. Now if suppose if I want to made it as a small letter, small s. Okay. Now I just made it as a small s. Now we'll see what happens. Right click on it and say Java application and just say OK. Now see here error exists in session. Right? There is an error. It is asking there is an error. It is saying there is an error. Okay. Now if you cancel it, and we'll see how to rectify the errors later. What kind of errors are there? Everything. So now just I have changed it to a capital letter and go to run as and say Java application and just select OK. Now see here, this is what the console it is printed. There is no error is coming. Okay. So this is the first Java program. So first what you have to do is first go to the file and create. Go to file, say new, and create a Java project. Once the Java project is created, right? Now you can just click on this. You have a source and right click on it and go to the new. So you can find a class. Just click on the class. Okay. So that a new class will be pop up. Now here you type whatever the statements you want to type, you can type it. Each and every sentence which is given in this particular text editor or in this area are known as the statements. All the instructions are called the statements. Okay. So this is also a statement you can say in Java. Right? So thank you.